Say hi, G. Oh. You want to do stuff? You wanna do stuff? Right. Hi. Yeah. Well, it's Sunday. Is today the 27th? I don't even know. Either way, hungover Sunday. Marginally hungover. I'm gonna do a quickie because before the tree guys come, and I don't know when they're gonna get here. Might even be today. I wanted to show you the disaster that happened to our avocado tree. I love him, but he's got a big fat boo-boo. So I've been wanting to get out there for the last week and show you this. It's crazy. When we had that one storm just now, it kind of brushed the tip of Florida before it headed off to Texas, out in the Gulf or whatever. We had a pretty serious amount of wind here for a day or two when that thing was under us. And I think probably that's what did it to the tree. I don't know. But he's got a boo-boo. And Band-Aid's not going to fix it. So I'm going to flip the camera around and walk over there and show you what happened and what I'm going to do. Ooh, and I'm going to show you my project from the other day, what I was doing. I've got a few clips of that when I started it the other day, but I'll show you a couple of the ones that I finished out in the backyard after we look at the boo-boo avocado tree. Oh my God. There's a bloody squirrel in there right now eating my shit. Seriously? Alright, I'll be right back. We're going to flip the camera around and go look at the avocado. Maybe we can shoot a squirrel while we're at it. I'll be right back. So check this out. Now I'm walking out from under my patio into the sun, so I can't quite see the phone, but well, you see all that big daddy right there, the right side? That's what's left of the tree. I'm going to show you what happened. I'm going to walk over here. It's kind of messy out here, as always. I hope some kind of wildlife doesn't jump out and bite me in my ass. Right, because I'm half naked. Yeah, look at this. Wait, can I see this? Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Doesn't it look like lightning hit it? And that's the left half of the avocado tree. You see all that air there. Now all the sunlight's getting to my ginger and everything. Oh, it's crazy. But anyway, follow this up. Check this out. That's half the tree, literally. And it fell onto that giant hairy-ass palm that I've got there. But they're going to have to cut this down. I have a chainsaw, and, I mean, theoretically, I could do it. But, you know what? This crack, if you look at it, the crack extends down a bit. And the thing is, where it's at, like, that's the corner of my house, and that's the drum room right there. And if this palm wasn't here to kind of kill the fall of the left side of this tree, it would have hit the corner of the house. And so at this point, you know, when you saw this thing, it can snap back or do whatever. So this is a job for the big guys. But they're going to cut it, leave it on the patio, and then what I'm going to do, nothing goes to waste here, folks, because, of course, I'm going to get all the avocados that are way up there. Let me see if I can zoom in on one here. Damn squirrels keep stealing my shit. There's one up. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in. There's avocados up there, and all the way up there, you see them? Look at the big balls. They're so cute. You know, they're gonna fall pretty soon. So they keep falling down here in my garden. There's a rotten one down there. See it? Yeah, anyway. So nothing goes to waste. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have them cut it. They're gonna, like, drop it here on the deck. And then the thing is, like I've told you guys, and I believe at least one or more other videos, is I actually make tea out of avocado leaves. But what I do with these is I cut the branches, I leave all the leaves on there, I wash them, I clean them, and I hang them upside down on my patio from a big bamboo pole I've got. So it's not, the sun isn't quite hitting them, so they air dry. And that's what I'm going to do here, but I've got an entire tree. And some of them I might, after they're dry, pulverize and make into capsules and stuff like that. But I've got so many, I'm going to end up having to give some away and everything else because, you know, I mean, as far as preps go, I've got a tree, so I've got more leaves than I can handle. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, doesn't So I have no idea what caused this, because when I woke up that morning, I do not remember hearing lightning or a crack or thunder and a crack. But I think because the knot of the tree, if you see it, is like right there, it was a weak spot. And probably because the amount of wind we got in the storm that day, it just, you know, it's a weak spot, and it just split off, and that was the end of that. And I gotta figure out what to do. I think I'm gonna make them saw like this big trunk and use it in my garden for like, almost like how you use railroad ties, like as a border or something, because it looks cool, you know. So nothing will go to waste. I'm gonna recycle the entire tree, obviously. But yeah, sad backyard. And you wouldn't believe how much it opened everything up here. I mean, the sun's just blazing here now, where this was completely shaded before that guy fell down. Oh, and really quick, well, I'm gonna do another video on this because I did an intro one on this, and it's a mess because we're changing seasons here and I'm planting. These are the shoot, let me get it in here so I can actually see something. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I think you can. See the cylinders? Those are part of these. He's gonna get taken apart pretty soon too. The cable spools, the industrial ones. Well, I've got a truckload of them. They're all over my property because I got them for free before all this PD stuff started. You know what I'm saying? Can't say it here. And so I've got them stacked up, some of them next to my house, some in the garage, and I took them apart. I want to get back here. Hopefully there's no snakes back here right now. I took them apart, and there's big ones and small ones. Now you see those wheels? I banged the rebar and the tall bolts that were part of these things into the ground, and I propped them up against it, so it makes like a cool little rustic fence. But these, I put hardware on them to keep the cylinders together, and I'm going to plant in them. So these are, and what I'm going to do is, I'll do a video on this, probably in the next day or so. Maybe even I'll start today. I have a bunch of what everybody calls garbage left over, like a wheelbarrow full of broken and dried leaves and branches and things like that. So I'm going to chop them up, and I'm going to throw them probably a little less than half full in here, and then the other half I'll put dirt on top, because it'll take up some space in these cylinders, and I'm not going to be wasting dirt. And eventually the worms will get to it, and then what I'm going to do is the dry stuff, the brown rotten stuff, I put in there. Some of my kitchen compost is going here, like the rotten vegetables, and then I'm going to cover the rest with dirt, and that's it. And I'm going to plant out stuff in here, you know, like whatever, tomatoes, and then you ground cover it with some greens or whatever around it. But the cool thing about these is these are whatchamacallit, pine, and the sap was all over. They've already been sitting out here for about 5 days, and they got wet, so all this gunk's all over it. But the cool thing is, because it's wood, what I can do if I want is I'm going to screw wood or poles, really tall ones, on here, and then that way, if I want to make like the tall poles come up, so if you want something to climb up it, or you want to wrap the top part with netting or something to keep the bugs and the varmints, and in my case the iguanas, out. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I've got probably another, I think, 10 of these spools, and so my plan is they're going to be all over the back here. I designed it like in an arc, and then some here, and then of course, you know, in the ground everything else is going to be growing around it. But there's a few things I want to experiment and put these in here, but it's a great way to recycle these things. And the truth is, if you guys in your own local area look it up, most of the companies that have these things give them away for free. So you can just take your truck or your trailer or whatever and go pick them up, and you've got yourself some free wood, you know, to do whatever you want to. They're great for gardening. I know these will last at least a couple of years, because it's good solid wood and all. And if they don't, I don't care. They didn't cost me anything but labor, you know. So anyway, that's today. I have to go make Gary breakfast, and then it's going to be like late morning. So I think in Florida it's okay to actually make a drink before noon. Might have to do that. All right, guys. I love you. Stay green. Little wild and dirty doesn't hurt either. And, you know, woody. We got wood on Sunday. Love you. Bye.